Welcome back to Storytime with Jenny Presents. Today is another edition of Super Shitty Time. So it is the 24th of June. I had my CT urogram on Monday, which was the 22nd. 2 days now. And I have been... ever since I got back, and I'm insane, and I've been checking for results of any kind on the website that my office uses, doctor's office uses. And today is the first day I hear anything back, and I got a notification that the office, urology office, had been trying to call me and weren't able to get a hold of me, and so they wanted me to call back. And so I gave them a call, and this is typically, in my experience, what happens in step 2 of finding out that you have cancer. I know we're supposed to be optimistic about things. We're supposed to think positive, and we're not supposed to think about any of the negative stuff, but it's really hard not to. So, normally, if everything is happy hunky-dory, they just give you the results over the phone. They're like, hey, everything's fine. We'll set up our regular calls. But when things aren't, needless to say, they don't usually tell you anything over the phone. Thank goodness. I think that would be a really crappy way to be told. But instead what they do is they schedule an appointment with a specialist. And so I have a appointment on the 2nd of July with a urologist who is going to go over the results and maybe do a scope. And she said it just like that. And I understand she's a nice woman, and she was lovely. But that's not like a scope in your mouth or your nose. It's a scope in your urethra. And I'm going to be honest, guys. I've never seen my urethra. I don't. Hey, I'm not saying it's not possible. It is. I'm just saying that I never felt the need to go and have a looky-loo to try to find it. I do know I've had catheters, and I know those things suck. I have never been conscious when one went in. Thank goodness. I don't. But I've always been fully conscious when they've been pulled out. And can I just say, no one has ever been gentle about that. It's just like a rip the Band-Aid off situation, but I feel like that should not be a rip the Band-Aid off situation. And then it's awful. So I asked if there was going to be scope, if there was going to be any kind of knocking me out. And she said no. And I definitively made a noise. I absolutely made a noise. And then I was like, so is there any kind of numbing given at all? And the wonderful, wonderful woman put me on hold and did go back and check. And she was told that there's lidocaine. So, and from the research that I did, because you have to do research when I have to do research. I would hope you would do research. But I had to do research on the details of stuff like bladder cancer. But this is the next step. It's a scope to see if what they saw in the CT is something that needs to be concerned. And then the next step is something that's akin to a scope. It's a scope, but it's a special scope that has tools on the end of it. that go in and do little, I just envision it like a little choppy, dicey, and then a where it has like suction where it sucks out whatever it is that it's removing. And these scopes also have something that allows them to cauterize. So there's something hot that they can turn on the end there. I just envision a pokey stick, like what you put in the fireplace. Nobody makes it this far in my videos. There's just no way anybody else is going to hear that. So I'm just going to continue on and pretend like I didn't just say that part. So, I get to go the next, I'm looking at a calendar here, weekend, one day more. Waiting on results. Okay. I don't know if I'll post anything before then. I am trying to give you guys updates, like, as I get them. Like, this is the real shit. This is cancer. At least the first steps. Second steps. Boo. Second steps. Okay. Until next time.